the big man.
Here we go.
Both these teams have talented front courts.
You're exactly right. Both rely on their bigs, and the winner of the game is probably going to be the team that wins that front court matchup.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the one. And it's Ayton missing. Edwards against Booker. Edwards inside, and Edwards with the stuff.
Flying high, Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
To the right side. Paul against Conley. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Edwards looking it over. Takes it inside. And finished off by Edwards.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group. And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Booker outside. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Conley against Durant. Paul outside. Back to KD. And he converts the layup.
That's a nice little late iron chip shot for KD.
Paul with the steal. He dishes it to Durant. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
And taken away by Paul. Another one falls for Phoenix.
The mid-range master, Chris Paul, at it again.
Now the Timberwolves with it. Here's Edwards. The kick out to Towns. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Kevin Durant.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
It's his first trip to the line.
You really can't criticize the work he did at the line a year ago. 82% on the season.
Well, a big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
Oh, here's Edwards. He's got 6. Trains the three-pointer.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
Booker against Edwards. Booker the pass to KD. Feeds to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
If there's a part of KD's game that goes under the radar, it's probably that right there, playmaking.
And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Greg, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. I think it's a conversation.
So it's Phoenix now after the basket by Minnesota. Ball passes to KD. Here's Towns. It's in there. Conley with the assist.
And, you know, Conley developed great vision in terms of the floor, and that allows him to spot an open teammate.
A nice shot by KD.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Conley against Paul. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And no issues at the rim for Gobert, one of the league leaders in flushes. The Frenchman loves to finish above the rim.
Now here's Durant. He's got 6.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
Towns with it. Chris Paul covering. Here's Edwards. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome tonight.
Outside for KD. Ayton sets the pick for KD to stop the run. And it's Ayton missing. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Timberwolves ahead, up by 16. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Well, one thing that's noticeable is just tremendous energy from everybody, and they put that into their transition play, and all that hustle is paying off.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the small forward. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. And stolen by Booker. Now here's Ayton. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Gobert. And pushing it up is Minnesota. The Timberwolves again in transition. And it goes down 2 points. And that's 23 points for Anthony Edwards.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Well, all night long, in control of the pace. You don't want to let go of that rope right now. Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
Paul passes to Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
Chris Paul came into the league playing unselfish, continues to do so. What a dime.
Conley kicks to McDaniels. Pass to Edwards. Towns in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The pass to McDaniels. Fires the 3. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Timberwolves lead by 21.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
KD with it. Working on McDaniels. KD's shot is good.
And that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
No one near Conley as he lets it go. And it's off from three-point range. Pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, if Ayton can get in that kind of position, he can be a bully on the inside.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout. And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. Timberwolves leading by 17. Driving inside. Noel. And here's Prince outside.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's guarded by Ross. Anderson's shot is off. For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Here's Baisley. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Brent, do you think shooting has improved over the years, or are there just more good shooters on the floor?
Well, Kevin, if you had a bubble, I'd be bursting it right now, because if you look back over the last 10 years, maybe go 20 years, Shooting has not changed. Percentages have not changed, both from 2-point land, 3-point land, free throw line. It's not that there are more good shooters in the league. There's just more surprises as to who it is you see taking the shots.
And he drives in, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. .115 left to play in the first half. Prince, that's for two. That's Biombo with the rebound.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Ross, that's good.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
Out to the right wing. Right wing. Here's Alexander Walker. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And the Timberwolves lead by 17. Now here's Ross. Not a lot of room. Dishes to Biombo. Lee outside. A three-pointer off the mark. Timberwolves leading by 17. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Bangs home the trifecta. Noel's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Now here's Ross. He's covered closely. Stolen by Anderson. And they're running. Here's Alexander Walker. And another three for Minnesota.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
Well, game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry.
Thank you, David. Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Torian Prince is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's Alexander Walker in at the two. Prince misses. The Suns shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall?
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Here's Alexander Walker. Hits it from three-point range. Alexander Walker's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Timberwolves. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
There's Lee with the three. That shot missing, and it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Here's Noel. He's guarded by Ross.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Lee dishes to Biombo. And Jalen Noel picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Here is Ross. There's a good screen. Passes it to Warren. Clock at 6. No good on the triple.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Anderson with the ball. Now defended by Warren. Prince misses. The Suns have gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half. Yet to find the mark. To the paint. Here's Biombo. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Prince outside. Pass to Reid. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Assisted.
Reed's got his second bucket.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
Ross. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Such a big part of what he does for this team. Just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
Alexander Walker passes to Reed. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Now, Ross, Warren on the wing. Driving in. Goes up from the top of the key. Minnesota with the rebound.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Anderson wide open. The three-pointer no good. For Phoenix, they've gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Noel passes to Alexander Walker. They set the pick. Prince outside. And stolen by Biyombo. 1:07 left in the third quarter. From the arc. And again, it's the Suns missing. Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. And the pass to Noel. It's Prince on the wing. Banked in off the glass.
Well, he has good size at his position, and Taurean Prince, even though traffic around him doesn't speed him up. Nice shot there.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. .52 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Paul looking over the floor. A second chance effort. Here's Ayton. Crafty move. And it's good on the way in. Ayton's got 8 points.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
Prince outside. Uncovered. Misses off the left iron. And KD's got the ball here for Phoenix. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
And you can see why KD has won himself a couple scoring titles.
Anderson's shot is off. KD passes to Ayton. Reed with the block. And so it's Minnesota ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Edwards finds McDaniel. Back to Edwards. Towns, a screen on Booker. Edwards, that's good.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Here's Durant. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Towns against KD. Back to Towns. Puts up a three. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Over in the corner, Paul. Durant sets a screen for Paul. Off target with his three. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Out to Edwards. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Nifty move. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got 5 rebounds tonight. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
For a spindly guy, Durant has such great body control. Hard not to foul him when he carves his way in that deep.
He's perfect from the line this time. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Conley surveying the D. Over in the corner, McDaniels. There's the dish to Towns. Shot clock at 5. Towns, a screen on Booker. Edwards kicks to Towns. Conley inside the line. That's short off the rim.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor. And the handles from Durant are downright filthy, using him to cut up the defense there with ease.
They get it again. Out to Edwards. Fires for 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Booker outside. Connects from 3-point range.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
And what a smart player Conley is, able to analyze defenses in pick and rolls and make the right read.
Down low. Stolen by McDaniels. Conley finds Towns. Back to Conley. Beyond the arc. And the 3 ball is good. Conley's got 5 points now in the quarter. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
Well, something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
McDaniels kicks to Conley. 5 to shoot. Outside Edwards. Cans it from downtown. Edwards got 29.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Timberwolves.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Anthony Edwards.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Gobert the pass to McDaniels. Outside Conley. Back to McDaniel. And the Timberwolves call time here. They're up by 29. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And a surprising timeout here with the game in the bag.
Sometimes you want to have these teachable moments on the floor and not in the next day's film session, so coach electing to do that here.
Just 5 on the clock. Conley for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Shoots it. That one a little long. And here's Gobert. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Smack clowns with mad style.
Yeah, that's a great perspective, Allie. Thank you.
Here we go.
Tip-off goes to the Clippers. So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point. Well, Smitty, these two teams have been around the block a few times. Both rosters filled with veterans.
No surprises tonight, B.A. These guys have faced off on various teams so many times, they know all of their opponent's tricks.
Westbrook into the lane. George passes to Covington. Here's Zubac. Down low. Here's George. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. It goes on Chris Paul, and for Paul George, playing close to home on a title-contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Booker, good.
A legit sniper from downtown. Booker rises up with such ease from beyond the arc.
Here's Leonard. George finds Leonard. Now Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Durant. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard.
And the length of Durant, he's more than capable of attacking the rim and either scoring or drawing the foul.
And Kevin Durant, post-Achilles surgery, no apparent decline, Grant. Last season, the 3rd highest scoring average of his career.
I mean, incredible. Almost 30 points a game. Think about this. 2 of the 4 times he's led the league in scoring, he did it averaging less points per game. And his efficiency, good as ever.
Beautiful dime from Covington. He doesn't hesitate to share the ball.
Booker against George. Let's go with a 3. Booker, good. Booker's got 6 points.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Leonard. And here's Covington. Back to Leonard. Fader on the way. Durant pulls it in.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Into the lane. And it's slammed in by Durant.
The ball handling from Durant really a key to what sets him apart as a player. He can pull up and break you down.
For 3, Covington doesn't go that time. Phoenix has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Durant with it, guarded by Covington. Here's Okogie. Here's Ayton. Soft touch off the glass.
Yeah, when you let Ayton get the ball close, it's over. DeAndre is just too skilled.
Covington, no good. The Suns leading.
2 minutes remaining.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Excellent timing by Ayton on the alley-oop pass. He's perfectly positioned to throw it down.
Covington finds Leonard. Will it go? It's George on the wing. Booker defending. Westbrook with the miss.
There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
And the Clippers have possession. The Suns getting their last shot to go. In transition, here come the Suns. Paul can't get it to go. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Now here's George. Back to Westbrook. Kicks it to George. Covington, a screen on Booker. Here's George. Here's Covington. And Ayton pulls it down. The Suns have gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. Here's Durant. The putback. Pass to Okogie. Launches it. It's rebounded by Zubac.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
That shot wide open. George has got 7 points.
He's been doing this a long time. George can hurt you from outside, inside, and everywhere in between.
To the inside. And Durant with the big finish.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
It's George on the drive. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And here's Booker. Durant with a screen on Covington. And he lobs it up top. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for the Suns. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be.
And please give a big round of applause for your Suns youth team.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Suns?
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
Damian Lee out there with Terrence Ross. Then it's Bismack Biyombo. Then there's Darius Baisley. And it's Warren in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Here's Westbrook. It's hauled in by the Suns. Warren, the pass to Ross. Picked up by Baisley. Back to Warren. Launches a 3. Clock at 6. To the middle. And Biyombo slams it home.
Showing he's more than just a scorer. Warren is good at finding his teammates when they're uncovered.
Morris outside. George drives in. Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
That's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries.
Leonard. And that comes off the assist by Morris. Leonard's gotten his first points in this one.
Beautiful from Kawhi, establishing himself and going to work. Love the confidence.
Right wing. Up and in on the layup.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
The 3, George. Warren with the rebound. Phoenix has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Ross passes to Warren. Driving in. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Yeah, when Warren's got the ball, TJ's going to put pressure on their defense.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. And so Warren nails them both. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Pass to Highland. Takes a 3. Gets the 3-ball to go.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
The Suns have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. And here in the second quarter of action. Just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. The Clippers trail. Fires the three. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
I don't think the defense had any idea what they were doing there. Clear miscommunication leading to an easy basket for the offense.
Pass to Warren. Howe with a steal. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Look at Norman Powell taking away that opportunity. He knows when to try his luck on defense.
Picked up by Baisley to the paint. Oh, that one's off. Still out of sync. Powell with it. Warren covering. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Back to Powell. Pass to Plumlee. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. There's a screen by Biyombo. Ross for three. Hits a three-pointer. And the Suns lead by 4.
When he gets a good look at the basket, Ross has no problem drilling a three.
Here's Highland. Give him 8 points now. The three is up. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Picked up by Baisley. Ross for three. Here's Baisley, guarded by Batum. Pass to Warren. Picked up by Baisley from downtown. And it's Warren missing. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Batum, pass to Plumlee. Back to Batum, over Warren. Out to Gordon. Here's Highland. Takes the three. And again, no good by the Clippers. And it's stolen by Plumlee.
If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
And now that's a momentum builder for sure. So important in a close game.
Look at his teammates here. They love it. Plays like that gonna get them going.
They're bringing the energy, the hustle, the fight, and they also didn't give up on that possession.
Woo! He just levitated in the air, double pumped, and then slammed it home.
How about the D right there? They just got out of the way. They let him choose what kind of move he wanted to make. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. And the Clippers call time here. One second left. And Leonard with the layup. Leonard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Suns ahead. They lead by a bucket. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm here with Monty Williams, and Coach certainly...
Allie, as always, thank you. Just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, he's showing off how skilled he is at attacking the defense and converting at the line.
It's a part of his game that he can always tap into. There's an art to it, and he is painting the canvas tonight.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac, and it's Westbrook in at the 1. Booker with it, guarded now by George. Booker no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
For three, Covington. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Durant.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
This is called An effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Highland, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Leonard, good.
As we've seen, there's nothing Leonard can't do. He's polished every aspect of his game.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
George outside. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Drills it from deep.
Though he doesn't show a lot of expression, PG-13 is ultra-competitive. Claps back from distance.
And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement. Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
The offensive arsenal of Durant is limitless. He fills it up so fast in a multitude of ways.
Leonard for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Ayton. Good D by Covington.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Offensive rebound. Here's Ayton. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Ayton's got 6.
I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
Pass to Covington. Over Durant. It's George on the wing. Off target from 3-point range. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Outside Paul. Pulls up, high post. Oh, deflected. Back to Ayton. Pass to George. In transition, here come the Suns. Here's Durant. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
Woo, the reach of Kevin Durant, using his incredible wingspan to take advantage on the offensive glass.
Back to George. Oh, Durant with a steal. And there's a whistle. That goes on Robert Covington. That's his first foul. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Outside Booker. Shoots a fadeaway. And the Suns get it back. Ayton, second chance shot. And the basket is good. Ayton's gotten 4 this quarter.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
He buries it from 3.
He doesn't need much time to get his shot off. Paul George is a dependable catch-and-shoot option.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends. Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
Fade away. Durant against Leonard. And Durant with the big finish.
The defense has to be careful. Kevin Durant has hops, taking the ball straight to the rim.
Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
George, right side. Fires from deep. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Putting consistent pressure on this defense. Just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Finishing that possession with an exclamation mark. Kawhi making his presence felt.
Booker for 3. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for the Phoenix Suns. He put together. been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Clippers trail. We've got Damian Lee, T.J. Warren out there with Darius Baisley. Then it's Bismack Biyombo, and it's Ross in at the shooting guard position. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Something I've noticed is how aggressive they've been on driving the basketball. Time and time again, they've turned cracks in the defense into points.
Also, guys, they put in maximum effort on the offensive glass. Great determination to follow shots and not giving up on the possessions.
Inside. And George with the jam.
For a number of seasons, Russell Westbrook has averaged double-digit assists.
There's a screen by Biyombo. Outside Warren. Shot to stop the run. Got a hand on it. From deep three-point range. Here's Leonard. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
You can see the work Kawhi has put into his ball handling. Gets separation almost any time he wants.
Phoenix calls timeout, and it's a completely new group for the Suns. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Monty Williams was going over with his team. He told his team, quote, "We can do this. This is why we put in the work. This is the moment the work pays off." He's coaching them up for a victory.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. Westbrook against Paul. Puts up a 3. 6 to shoot. Here's Durant driving inside. Good. He's taken 13 shots. He's drained 10 of them. Fantastic production. Pass to Leonard. Back to Covington. Now here's George. He's covered by Ayton. George's shot is off.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Paul passes to Booker. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. George with it. Durant covering. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
On any given night, Kawhi can just take control of the offense and elite score from all 3 levels.
Paul for 3. It's rebounded by George.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
On the wing, Durant. Pounded by Westbrook. Durant against Westbrook, and it's rejected. And he's able to get it back. Second chance effort. 4 on the clock. Ayton passes to Durant. The shot misses. And Los Angeles the other way now. To the paint. Here's Covington. And the jam by Covington.
Robert Covington, we see you, big fella. We see you.
Here's Durant. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Los Angeles.
Smart ball handling from them in this one. Passing around to get ahead of the defense and putting it in the hands of ready shooters.
And I also have to praise them for their three-point shooting. They're showing a lot of confidence, letting them fly from deep.
Pass to George from behind the arc. Westbrook, pass to George. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. That's good from George.
The and one puts a little extra insurance on their lead. What a play.
Outside Booker. Pass to Durant. And they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
He drops the first one, and that brings him within 5.
Because of his talent, any team KD is on, they will always have a chance to compete. Tight ball game. Who do you want at the charity stripe? This guy.
Westbrook, the pass to George. Westbrook outside. Covington, he's open. Again, the Clippers score.
No second guessing on that shot from Robert Covington.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
For them to have a chance, everything has to go right on both ends from this point on.
So the first one drops, and that brings him within 5. Aiden hits them both.
He showed a lot of composure that trip to the line. Now it's almost a one-possession game.
Covington finds Westbrook. Now here's George. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. This is what it's come down to.
Yes, indeed. A monster possession.
They set the pick. Durant pass to Paul. Here's Okogie. George defending. It's stolen by Leonard. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Okogie. Booker against George. Here's Durant. Count it!
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
George outside. So a close game sees the Clippers taking this one. And this was an emotional win for them. No doubt about it. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant.
I smack clowns with mad style.
focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point.
Showing determination inside. Towns absorbs the contact and gets the whistle.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon. Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
And here is Conley after Paul George getting his three to go. No one covered. Towns has got 5 points so far. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
Man, that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
George with no one around. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. George has got his second best. Here's Conley. And the rejection by Zubac. McDaniels finds Towns. Another shot. Out to Edwards. To the left side wing. Conley with a wide open look. And another three for Minnesota.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
George with the bucket.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Now here's Towns. 5 points in the game. Edwards passes to Towns. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. 7 points in the game.
Towns has a rare combination of size and skills, and you know when he gets the rock in the painted area, good luck trying to stop him. He's dangerous down there.
Here's Zubac outside for George. And shot on the way. On the wing, George. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. Off target from three-point range. Timberwolves trail by 6. Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by George.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that position. Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Doesn't go for him. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Covington a screen on Edwards. Leonard on the wing, defended by Towns. And it's Leonard missing. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Now Leonard, after the missed three from Karl Anthony Towns. Westbrook kicks to Zubac. Inside, here's Covington. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one is on Towns.
You know, Covington's ability to space the floor and his length at the defensive end is something every team is looking for. He is the prototypical 3-and-D player in my mind.
Both good from the line that time. 1:02 left to play here in the first. Here's Towns into the lane. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
I think they want Towns to be a little more active like this, using his size and strength to score on the move. Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Stolen by Westbrook. George passes to Covington. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 4th assist in this one.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And punishing move there on the interior. Usually Leonard's going to get the bucket, draw the foul, or both.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Towns in the corner. Will it go? The Clippers grab the miss. George passes to Covington. It's stolen by Edwards. Now here's Conley, the fast break opportunity. Towns kicks to Gobert. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And the length of Gobert can be so difficult to deal with. And that's why you have to be physical with him on defense.
To the inside. It's stolen by Edwards. It could go. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
Well, that long reach of Paul George's really bothers shooting.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Clippers lead by 11. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. In a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
You know, another point I'd like to add is that they've had tremendous success early on converting turnovers and turning those into points.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. Here's George. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. Covington finds Westbrook. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Here's George. 14 points for him. 5 on the clock. Here's the triple. No good. Shot missing. Timberwolves go the other way with it. Outside, Towns. Out to Edwards. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Edwards looking it over. McDaniels up top. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. McDaniels got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Timberwolves. To the middle. Westbrook passes to Zubac, and that one goes out of bounds. Touched by Zubac. You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big game. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
Pass to Zubac. Outside Leonard. Fires from the wing. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And we've seen Leonard's ball handling improve over the years, especially in the pick and rolls where he has grown to be very effective. Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And George kicks to Westbrook. Outside Leonard. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Yep, Westbrook seems to have a sixth sense for those kinds of openings. Knows exactly where the gap is and finds his teammate perfect.
And Towns throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Now here's Westbrook. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Timberwolves trail by 9. The Timberwolves shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. The free throw drops for Towns. And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. We've got 1:48 left now here in the second. Going inside. And they'll get another chance. Here's Noel. And no good. Great D that time from Leonard. Passes it to Highland. Back to Leonard. To the paint. Plumlee, the pass to Leonard. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Talk about someone who knows all the angles. Kawhi on the interior.
The shot from 20 feet away. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Here's Noel. Prince wide open. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Outside Leonard. Kicks to Morris. Over to the wing. Highland passes to Plumlee. Stolen by Reed. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Inside. And down it goes. Jamming that one home.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely great. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Good if it goes. And so it's the Los Angeles. Thanks so much, David. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
They've got Kyle Anderson. He's out there with Taurean Prince. And it's Noel in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. The Timberwolves shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. Los Angeles leading by 15. Here's Highland. His 3-pointers off the mark. Here's Noel. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Marcus Morris picks one up there. The Timberwolves made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Leonard, and then Leonard with the dunk.
Boy, a wicked dunk by Leonard, showing this defense just how explosive he can be.
Here's Prince, the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need gap.
And it looks like, yep, it's the coach's challenge on the personal foul. Triggers a replay review by the official.
At the line for 2.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different...
The previous play is under review.
A lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at and how fast the action.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
That's tipped. Anderson with the ball, and it's Gordon picking him up. Noel passes to Alexander Walker. That shot, no good. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Highland passes to Plumlee. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Rebound by Alexander Walker. Timberwolves trail by 13. To the inside, and Anderson slams it in.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Shot clock at 6. Highland passes to Plumlee. Towns wide open. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Towns has got 15.
Well, they're getting stopped, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
Morris, no good. Timberwolves trail. Here's Edwards. There's the drive. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Now Powell. No points in the game yet for him. And the drought. And the Clippers miss again. Minnesota's gone 1-2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves. Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
Towns against Morris. That's a 2 from Powell. Launches it. Mike Conley grabs the miss. Timberwolves trail by 4. Outside Edwards. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Conley, the pass to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And no issues at the rim for Gobert. One of the league leaders in flushes. The Frenchman loves to finish above the rim.
For the tie, and that's an intentional foul. Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. Robert Covington comes in for Marcus Morris. 58 seconds left here in the third quarter. Covington with the steal. Knocked away. George against Edwards. It's Covington on the wing. He has 5. And this is his third trip to the line tonight.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
Outside Conley. For the lead, the kick out to Town. 6 on the shot clock. It's Powell on the wing. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. Covington in the corner. Back to Westbrook. Trying to end the drought. He takes it up and lays it in. Westbrook's got his first points in this one.
Just by nature of his style, Westbrook is going to draw contact, so he's got to be strong enough and focused enough to play through it. And he is and does.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Here's Conley. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. Robert Covington out there with Cxbubreg. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Powell in at the small forward. And there's the pass to Westbrook. And now the Timberwolves on the break. On up the court. And Towns throws it down.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
Edwards inside, defended by George. Out to Edwards. Has to Gobert. Towns down low. Covington's there. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Conley. And the rejection by Zubac. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Drills it from outside. George has got 19 points. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
How about the ball hockey defensively, moving their feet, anticipating, and then also coming up with steal.
And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game. And the Clippers making a change here. Leonard's checked in. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. George dishes to Leonard. Back to George. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. And finished off by Gobert.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Westbrook passes to Covington. Fader on the way. Sinks the three-pointer. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
Outside Westbrook. Down low, here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Oh, George really feeling it right now. Another bucket to his credit.
Conley with it. Westbrook picks him up. The kick out to Towns. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch, and he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Here's Leonard. Here he goes. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. Edwards passes to Towns, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul called on Los Angeles.
Boy, how do you stop Cat Carl Anthony Towns, an elite scoring talent with incredible size?
And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next.
Outside for George. Back to Covington. Lets the 3 fly. Buries the long-range jumper. Covington's got 6 here in this quarter.
Man, I tell you what, you just really got to admire and respect the fearlessness of Covington. Never backs away from taking a crucial shot.
George. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Anthony Edwards. It's the first. That will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
And how big was that? He is just so reliable, so confident at the free throw line.
Conley kicks to Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
It's Covington on the wing. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Edwards dishes to Gobert. Leonard with the steal. 1:04 left to play in the final quarter. And here's Covington from the arc. Outside Leonard. Just 5 to shoot. Goes up on the high post. Covington passes to Leonard. This one for 3. Connects from downtown.
Boy, it's a scary sight when Kawhi Leonard starts lighting it up like this.
High post, Gobert. Outside Edwards. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth. Stolen by Zubac. Tipped away. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Now here's Leonard. Outside for George. Takes the 3.
Well, I like the effort that Edwards is making to commit to defense, not letting the shooter get by him.
Conley for 3. Misses the shot. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.
Smack clowns with mad style.
basketball on 2K Sports. A battle of two terrific front courts here. The rare night when guards take a back seat, Richard.
Times have changed. Front courts used to dominate the game. I remember in the 90s when it was Shaquille O'Neal, Hakeem Olajuwon, Patrick Ewing. That's when the game was dominated by bigs. But then once spacing happened, now tonight, it looks like an old 90s basketball game.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the center position. Now here's Paul. Fires the three. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Edwards against Booker. Gobert with a screen on Booker. Edwards for three. And another three from Minnesota.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Booker against Edwards. Booker, the pass to Durant. Paul against Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. Paul with a steal. Outside Booker. From the arc. Sinks it from distance.
A reliable three-point sniper. I like seeing Booker connect from downtown.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Pass to McDaniels. Lets it go from the wing. And another basket for Minnesota.
Guy's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Right side Edwards. Oh, Ayton with the block.
Yeah, Ayton has all the physical gifts of a great shot blocker. Size, length, and agility.
Shot clock at 6. Conley finds Gobert. Goes back up. And no good. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
From deep, Conley nails it from 3.
The legs of Conley, they work just fine getting out there on that break.
Booker against Edwards. This one for 3. Phoenix no good that time either.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes. Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Now here's McDaniels. Back to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
Durant, the pass to Paul. The 3 is up. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. There's a minute 17 left in the first quarter here. Edwards can't hit. The Suns trailing. For 3, Booker. McDaniels with the rebound.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
Edwards with it, and it's Paul picking him up. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. One thing you notice about these Suns, RJ, many of them are considered strong two-way talents.
And that is such a list for your team. Having guys that can get it done on both sides of the floor instead of trying to balance a lineup of just pure specialists.
For Phoenix, they've gone only 2 of 6 from the field. Pass to Paul. 43 seconds left in the first quarter. And the three-pointer goes. Paul's got 6 points.
From deep, Paul doesn't hold back when pulling the trigger, especially when he sees the chance.
Conley finds Edwards. Here's Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. Paul with a steal. Here's Durant. And the Suns get it back. Okogie. 4-3. That won't go. This is his first shot of the game. Pass to McDaniels. To the inside. Here's Gobert. Banked it in off the glass. Gobert's got his second basket of the game.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat.
And we've reached the end of the first. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard. Plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Minnesota. On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Ayton in at the center position. Now here's Conley. Pass to Towns. Lets the three fly. Durant pulls it in. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. Towns, a screen on Booker. Conley passes to Towns. Back to Conley. And there's Towns on the assist by Conley.
Yeah, we've seen Conley do this forever, running the point with precision.
Ayton with a screen. Outside Booker. And there's the lob. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Outside Edwards. Conley, he's open. Phoenix grabs the miss. Durant with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Few create shots as easily as Paul does for his teammates. He is just a great setup guy.
Durant against Towns. Left side Durant. Pass to Booker. Here's Okogie. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go from deep. And stolen by Edwards. Booker with it. McDaniels covering. It's blocked by Gobert.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a three like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
Phoenix calls timeout. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Anderson's checked in for Towns. Prince comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Anthony Edwards. And it's Noel in for Mike Conley. Now here's Ross. Fires for 3. Buries it from 3. Ross has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Well, Richard, you had a long playing career. When you think of the great leaders you were around, what are some of the common threads?
I think one of the common threads are the guys that work the hardest expect the most from their teammates. That's something that I've always seen be very, very consistent with leaders, because leaders, especially leaders of men in professional sports, you have to lead by example.
Here's Lee. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Pass to Biyombo. It's Ross on the wing. Deflects the pass. Clock at 4. Here's Alexander Walker. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
And this is why Gobert shoots a high percentage, because he looks to finish with strength inside.
2 minutes.
Outside Ross. Here's Warren. Back to Ross. There's the triple. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in the game. Stolen by Ross. Offline with a 3. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Pass to Noel. from deep. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Now here's Ross to win the run. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
Now a timeout called by Minnesota. Reed's checked in for the Timberwolves. Minnesota has gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. Nails the wide-open jumper. And the Timberwolves lead by 16.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
The kick out to Paul. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Pass to Prince. From the baseline. That shot off. Now the Suns take it the other way. Outside Booker. 24 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily. And clearly not enough defensive presence there.
Boy, he just took advantage and a ferocious jam.
That's what lackluster defense will get you. You deserve to get dunked on with that type of effort.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Noel drives in, and he lays it up and in. Noel's got 5.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react.
And so it's Minnesota with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Get loud for the Jabberwockies!
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Naz Reid out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Taurean Prince. Then it's Jalen Noel. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Both good from the line that time. And here are the Suns now. It's a 16-point game. Ayton with a screen. Paul for 3. They grab their own miss. Outside Booker. Second shot opportunity. Oh, and Reed with a block. Minnesota's gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. Pass to Prince. Reed sets a screen. Here's the 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Durant. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Naz Reid.
And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving a trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight.
A near 7-footer. KD shooting almost 90% from the line for his career. That's a rare combination.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Oh, got a piece of it. And Ayton with the stuff.
You're looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
To the middle. Here's Noel. 7 points in the game. with the drive. Lays it up and banks it in. Noel's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
Ayton with a screen. Paul can't get it to go. The Timberwolves have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Down low. Here's Noel. Three-pointer. Prince can't hit. The Suns have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Okay, normally the guy is a sleeper, but those were 2 loud points there by Kevin Durant.
And it's Alexander Walker penetrating. Pass to Prince. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. The Suns have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Puts it up from 17. Here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Just a big play at this juncture of the game. Second chance points could be the key for them.
Impressive effort right there. That's what they need to mount a comeback. And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Some changes for Phoenix. Outside Edwards. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Outside McDaniels. Towns down low. Baisley on him. And he gets the bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 13.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
3 on 3 for 3. Conley.
Phoenix foul. Darius Baisley. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Phoenix on D. From deep, Conley sinks the tray. Conley's got 6.
A savvy playmaker with a great handle. Conley runs such a smooth pick and roll.
For 3. The ball's knocked loose, and he recovers it. Outside Ross. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. Here's Baisley. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And good whistle there.
And he can't get the first one.
Shooting for Phoenix. Darius Baisley. Taking 2 shots.
No good on the second free throw. Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Edwards can't hit. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Ross for 3. Phoenix no good that time either.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Now here's Ross. Hits the trifecta. Ross has got his second basket.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Outside Edwards. 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Gobert. And Biyombo with the block. Pass to Ross.
Check it out. Check it out.
And here's Biyombo. Back to Ross. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves liking their chances. Ending the quarter with... And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So it's Minnesota now. They led by as many as 18 on the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3. Now here's Paul. To the middle. Here's Durant. Stolen by Conley. Outside Edwards. Here's Towns. Oh, trains the 19-footer. And the Timberwolves lead by 17. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Timberwolves? Durant with a screen on Edwards. Edwards against Booker. Pass to Okogie. Jacks up a three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Okogie's got his first 3 points of the game.
Nice pass. Such a unique talent on both ends. That time Booker showing us his vision.
And Gobert with the stuff. That gives him a double-double.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
And I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Booker, the pass to Paul. From outside the arc. Doesn't go for him. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Pass to McDaniels. Towns against Durant. Back to Daniels. Outside Edwards. 5 on the clock. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. Towns has got 3 assists now in this one. Ayton, a screen on Edwards. Booker can't get it to go.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Here's Durant after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Left side Booker. Three-pointer. Towns with a rebound. Minnesota's gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Pass to Durant. They get it again. On the wing, Durant. Picked it. Ball against Conley. Outside McDaniels. It's hauled in by the Suns. Stolen by Conley. Edwards with it. There's the three. Outside Conley. Towns on a screen. The shot by Conley. No good. Phoenix has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
How many guys his size can pull up off the dribble and move like that? Durant is the real unicorn.
And that one's good from Conley. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Booker goes in. Pass to Okogie. The 3-ball. Edwards pulls it in. The Timberwolves have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Timberwolves.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And what a huge performance it was for Anthony Edwards.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
Durant way outside. That one no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. 44 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. The 3, just 5 to shoot. Kevin Durant pulls it in. Booker with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Booker against Edwards. Booker, the pass to Durant. The 3. And again, it's the Suns missing. Outside Edwards. Outside Conley. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing. All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up. This is...
Smack clowns with mad style.
action on 2K Sports. Now, Greg, when you look at these rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's a Kogi in at the 3 spot. And the wide open shot from Paul knocks down the 3 ball.
And this is such a sharp weapon for Chris Paul, right? Most times you just assume he's going to knock that 3 ball down.
Leonard up and in on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work. Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Durant sets a screen for Booker. From outside, off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Phoenix has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive, scoring the ball.
George dishes to Covington. Shoots the 3. That's good for George on the assist from Covington.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Now Westbrook, after Robert Covington missed from long range. Shot clock at 5. And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Leonard. Drills the 3-pointer. Leonard's got 5.
No hesitation from Kawhi right there. The ball is delivered. He's ready to shoot it.
Booker outside. To the inside. Stolen by Zubac. Pass to George. Clippers moving the ball around. There's the 3. A 3-pointer is right on target. He has 6.
Well, Paul George is excellent both defensively and offensively. You want to talk about 3 and D? He's got both.
Inside, Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
And here is Paul. After Paul George getting his 3 to go. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Leonard kicks to George. From downtown, Covington with the bucket. And Greg, what separates Paul from the other 2 guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
Clippers leading by 8. 3-pointer. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that 3-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
Leonard with the steal. Outside, Covington. The deep 3 from George. Kept alive, goes back up, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for 1 more at the line.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Now here's Paul. He's got 6, about 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. No good from Booker. And now the fast break. George with the ball. And the 3 off target. And here is KD. Got it off in time. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Los Angeles with a 14-point lead as we bring the... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. So it's Phoenix now. The Clippers getting the bucket. That's a 2 from Paul. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Night after night, game after game, Chris Paul understands where to put the ball and when. Nicely done.
And it's George finishing it off.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Booker looking around. Ayton in the corner. To the paint, here's Durant, and the layup's good off the glass. KD's got 6.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
A baseline J. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
That's a jump ball.
Zubac, the pass to Leonard. Back to Zubac. Kicks it out to Covington. Back to Westbrook, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Suns trail by 11. Doris, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Good advice. David, thanks. Now, here's Biyombo. Basket good. Biyombo's got his first 2 points.
Yeah, great anticipation of where the open man was going to be, and Terrence Ross finds him immediately. That's really pretty.
Westbrook kicks to Leonard. Dishes to Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Lee passes to Ross. Lee against Westbrook. Lee dishes to Biyombo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Stolen by George. On the wing, George. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Here's Bazley, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
That level of physicality and hops by Bazley, that's a big-time statement.
Westbrook passes to Leonard. Westbrook against Lee. Here's George, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. And in this era of positionless basketball, of course, we're starting to see some guards who end up playing in that dunker spot, down low, more than on the perimeter.
Let's call them little big men, Kevin. Guys like Bruce Brown, Gary Payton II. These are powerful athletes, unbelievable vertical spacers. They set great screens. They can finish as a roller. I love the use of these undersized guys who don't necessarily shoot it well in this role.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Norman Powell's checked in for Kawhi Leonard, and Gordon subbed in for George. Morris kicks to Powell. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And good that time. Plumlee's got his second basket of the game.
Well, you love to see Norman Powell be unselfish and find an open teammate. That's pretty.
That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Devin Booker. Outside Gordon. Lets it go with a three. Nailed from three-point land. Gordon's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Booker outside. There's the pass to KD. Plumlee with the steal. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. Jacks up a three. The Clippers get another chance here. Passes it to Highland. Fires the three. There's the steal. And Phoenix pushing it up now. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And there's another turnover by the Suns.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
He takes it in, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Gordon outside, intercepted. And that does it for the first half of play. Los Angeles on top. Thank you, David. And we'll be...
40, the Suns, 25.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the small forward position. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Durant.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
And he goes in for the dunk.
That is what you call explosive elevation and a little bit of creativity to boot, Josh Okogie.
And it's Gordon missing. And KD's got the ball here for the Phoenix Suns. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools, next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Durant sets a screen for Paul. Off target from outside. Powell with it, guarded now by Durant. A three from Morris, and the Clippers miss again.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Paul looking around. Ayton sets the pick for Paul. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zubac is checked in for Plumlee. Robert Covington comes in for Marcus Morris. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Paul George in for Gordon. Here's Highland. He dishes it to Covington. Pass to Highland. Lets it fly from 18. The three. And Robert Covington gets the three. Covington's got 8 points.
Robert Covington has put in the time to make himself a long-distance threat.
Pass to Durant. Launches a three. No good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Leonard with the steal. Now the pass to Highland. And stolen by Ayton. And they're on the break. Covington with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Another steal. Durant with it. Leonard picks him up. Here's a Kogi. And Covington sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Ross. Rebound by the Clippers. On the wing, George. He's covered by Warren. It's tipped. Warren on the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And here's George for 3. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Zubac has got his second bucket of the game to go.
What an effort to get the tip in, just wanting it a little bit more.
Here's Baisley. 6 to shoot. Outside Warren. Shot from the top of the key. Can't hit that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. To the middle. Here's Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
Well, you have to love an authoritative finish, and Mr. Covington leaves no doubt.
Lee passes to Baisley. Can they get it? Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. It just misread that pass completely.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
55 seconds left to play here in the third. And here's George for 3. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
That free throw from Lee is good. Gordon's checked in for the Clippers. There's 49 seconds left in the third. Now here's Lee. For the 3. Warren against Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. Passes to Ross. From the top of the key. And the Suns miss again.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
He dialed that one up from long distance. Leonard's got 8 points.
To think this guy as a rookie wouldn't consider taking a shot. Now look at how deep that is. Wow.
Gordon finds Leonard. Shoots over Warren. Off the left rim and out.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
Here's Ross. Phoenix no good that time either. And so it's Los Angeles riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Ball around. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. We've got Robert Covington. Also, Ivica Zubac out there. Gordon out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Highland in at the point guard. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Well, Kevin Durant is efficient from any spot on the floor. You give him an easy corner three and turn the lights out.
Gordon kicks to Leonard. Back to Gordon. Pass to Leonard. Kicks it out to Gordon. For three. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Suns trail by 14. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. George, let me ask you this. Is Kevin Durant the greatest scoring forward ever?
I think he is, Kevin, but I also think that limits his greatness, because when Kevin Durant is done and you consider the combination of his handle, his shooting, and the size, we've never seen that combination to this level. He will go down as one of the greatest ever, regardless of attribute you're trying to assign to him.
Knocks it loose. Kicks it out to Covington. Fades. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Paul George is checked in for Eric Gordon. Phoenix has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Paul outside. Takes a three. It's hauled in by the Clippers. 17 points was their biggest margin. In the corner, George with it. Covington inside the line. Booker against George. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
See, I don't think you can teach that. Paul George going right into contact. You love that aggressiveness.
Paul George. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Ayton inside. He's guarded by Plumlee. Pass to Booker. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Ayton, the pass to KD. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee.
What we know about Kevin Durant is this is a seasoned veteran who is so comfortable in his own skin. For Kevin Durant, it's about the purity of the game and the competition.
Clippers leading by 14. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. Covington with the steal. From deep, the Clippers again turning it over.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
And Phoenix has possession. Now Paul. The pass to Okogie. Out of bounds. Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Durant with a wide open look. Phoenix no good that time either.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And now the Suns, a fast break. Durant's got the ball. Got that bucket in no time at all. Durant's got 9 points here in the second half.
Guys, so difficult to disrupt Kevin Durant's rhythm. The release point's so good. He can score from 3 levels. This guy is unstoppable.
Fires top of the key. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Here's Covington. Second chance shot. And stolen by Ayton. Now here's KD, the fast break opportunity. Out to the right wing. Paul kicks to Durant. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Durant drawing the double team. Back to Paul. Ayton inside. Working on Plumlee. And that one's good, Ayton.
Well, you have to love DeAndre Ayton's effort, intensity, and relentlessness as a rebounder.
If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option. Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
KD passes to Okogie. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Los Angeles leading by 10.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Los Angeles.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooter.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for George.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
With just no way for the D to handle it. Pass to Okogie. Back to Durant. Good ball movement here by the Suns. He goes up again. Paul outside. Pass to Okogie. Offline with his three. Covington with it. Kicks it to Westbrook. From deep three-point range, no good. So the Clippers with the win. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.
I smack clowns with mad style.
firsthand, Allie. Thank you.
Go.
Tip-off goes to Minnesota. So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Conley in at the 1. Gobert no good. Covington with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Inside. Here's George. Edwards pulls it in.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep, Brent.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps that you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
6 to shoot. For 3, Covington. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Covington.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
And Minnesota has possession. It's a 3-point game. From deep, Conley. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Well, Conley can be a volume scorer from the arc. The defense can't let him just have those opportunities.
Leonard for 3. Zubac finds Leonard. Wing shot on the way. Here's George. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Now here's Towns, covered by Covington. Beyond the arc. The shot by Conley, no good. George outside. That shot, no good. And some solid defense from Towns. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. It's tipped. Up top, George. Guarded by Edwards. And George with the jam.
Paul George just quick and smooth that time coming down the lane.
Outside Conley. He drops it from range. Conley's got 6.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's George. And George with the jam.
Well, Westbrook involving his teammates is one thing, but not missing guys wide open, that helps.
And as Westbrook gets older, he's indicated that he's not looking to change how he plays, Greg.
And that can be a double-edged sword, B.A. You love his aggression and confidence, but you wonder how his game will hold up as his athleticism goes.
And both free throws good for Edwards. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. It's George on the wing. And the jam by George.
Paul George dunk contest? Maybe a little low, but I love to see him get up.
Edwards with it. He's picked up by Zubac. Back to Edwards. The 3 is up. Drains the triple. He's got 5.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
And stolen by Edwards. Out to the right wing. Oh, George with a steal. It's George on the wing. He takes it in. And the jam by George.
Not sure when Kawhi saw him, but the fact is he did, and he delivered. It's a great pass.
Edwards against George. Picked by Gobert. Edwards for 3. The offensive rebound. Tries again. Conley passes to Gobert. Edwards with it. Just 5 on the clock. To the wing, right side. Towns for 3. He's off on that one. And Los Angeles the other way now. Pass to Leonard. And Leonard with the strong finish.
Well, not known as a flashy dribbler, Leonard showing off more handles than a 6-door limousine.
To the left side wing. Conley against Westbrook. The shot by Conley, no good. Here's George. There's the drive.
Well, once Paul George gets in that deep, get out of the way. He's coming right at you.
Towns finds Edwards. That was one's good, and it's Towns with the assist. Edwards got 7.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
And the dunk by Leonard.
Leonard once again imposing his will.
Pass to Covington. Back to Leonard. And he hits it to tie the game.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Conley against Westbrook. Towns for 3 on target from range.
Such an effective big man. Towns isn't just a post-up threat. He can hurt you off the catch.
Sends it home from three-point land.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
It's all tied in Los Angeles. And we'll... And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
They couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Leonard against McDaniels. Shot by Leonard, no good.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Edwards, a pass to McDaniels. Pass to Towns. And he drops it in from the low post. Towns has got 5. All right, Brad, you're part of the front office. Take back the curtain a little here. What do you guys do that the average fan doesn't know about?
Well, the draft process is a lot more in depth than people would ever realize. And one of the biggest things, BA, that you have to take into account is what it is, not just talent-wise you're inviting into the building, but the character and how it fits around what you've already established. So taking one guy that might be a player that you think is a great player might not be great for the current team that you have. And so the layers, they run pretty deep.
Here's George. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. George finds Covington. Back to George. To the inside. Out to Leonard. And Leonard throws it down hard.
Well, kind of fun when you see his personality come out in this game like that.
Conley passes to Towns. Knocks it loose. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Covington with it. Towns covering. To the middle. Here's George. And George with the jam.
Well, Paul George can play in the supportive role, and then he can do things like that where he just decides to take over.
McDaniels from long range. Offensive rebound. Timberwolves. Pass to Conley. Back to Towns. Another shot. Now Gobert. Zubac with the steal. And here they come. Stolen by Conley. It's McDaniels on the wing. Takes a 3. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Minnesota has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. And that one's good from Conley. Conley's got 8.
Now all the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
For 3, Covington, bearing his 2nd of 3 attempts.
Well, if you look up 3 and D in the dictionary, you might see a photo of Robert Covington. He's bringing that spacing to his offense.
And Minnesota calls time here. For the Clippers, Plumlee's checked in for Zubac. Gordon comes in for Paul George. And it's Highland in for Leonard. Here's Noel on the wing. Alexander Walker.
2 minutes.
From the arc. Outside, Anderson. From downtown. Gordon pulls it in. The Clippers in the lead.
And you oftentimes hear about players at peace with their game. Well, that is Eric Gordon, a knockdown shooter with physicality. Plenty of room for that in today's NBA.
On the wing, Alexander Walker. To the wing on the left. Anderson for three. Rebound by the Clippers. And Gordon, the 7th pick back in 2008, Grant. Never quite an all-star, but he's been an impact player at times in his career.
Well, you know, B.A., I mean, he's been a key contributor to some quality teams. And when his shot gets going, you can be in trouble.
Minnesota's gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Driving to the basket. And it's good. 2 points. Plumlee's got his first bucket in this one. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the Clippers.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
Well, one thing that's noticeable is just tremendous energy from everybody, and they put that into their transition play, and all that hustle is paying off.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Tough to match up with Kyle Anderson because of how quirky he plays. Changing speeds, plays slow, but sees the floor remarkably well.
Here's Highland. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Pass to Westbrook. Clock at 6. Stolen by Anderson. Fast break, Minnesota. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. It's all knotted up. The Clippers have gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Plumlee passes to Gordon, and he banks in the layup.
Great finish from Gordon in traffic. You like to see the smaller guys operate down low as long as they're patient.
On the wing, Alexander Walker. Reed for three. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
The Timberwolves, 30.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
His whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
Yeah, the defense has got to be a little bit embarrassed. There is no reason why he should just be on top of that rim.
On the court for the Timberwolves, Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Jalen Noel. Then there's Taurean Prince. Then there's Kyle Anderson. And it's Reed in at the 5 spot. The Timberwolves trail. Pass to Alexander Walker. Plumlee against Reed. Outside, Anderson. Gordon with a steal. No one near him. And the shot goes down. And the Clippers lead by 4.
And Eric Gordon's pulling up like that and hitting those shots. Gotta be a big concern for the opposing coach.
Anderson can't get it to go. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
And things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Minnesota's got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Noel drives in. Anderson against Morris. Back to Noel. Here's Alexander Walker. Three-pointer, no good. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Powell right side. Gordon on the wing. Morris down low. Anderson's there. Nice D from Anderson. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Prince. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Powell outside. Pass to Plumlee. And he converts the layup. Plumlee's gotten his second bucket of the game.
It felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over.
They're giving up a lot of points in the paint. That's something they have to address here.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
So for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard comes in for Powell, and it's Paul George in for Gordon. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Now here's Conley. Give him 8 points now. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
One of the league's better floor generals, really over the last decade. Conley plays with an old-school pass-first mindset.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Edwards, a pass to McDaniels. Nifty move. Pass to Gobert. Outside Conley. It's McDaniels on the wing. Going inside. Here's Gobert. Leonard against Towns. Back to Gobert. Misses off the right iron.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good, but that won't shake his confidence.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Back to Edwards. 4-3. Knocks it down from distance. Edwards has got 10 points in the game.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Pass to Plumlee. Tipped. To three, George. Morris passes to George. Back to Morris. Over Towns. Fast break, Minnesota. Leonard pulls down the board. The Clippers have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. George for 3. The shot no good. And Minnesota will come the other way. Gobert finds Towns. Yep, that one goes. Now just a 1-point Clipper lead.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing.
Now George. 12 points for him. To the paint. Plumlee, no good. Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Back to Edwards. Inside for the lead. Here's Gobert.
Showing good shot blocking skills at times. Plumlee gets all of that one.
And that one's good from Conley. Los Angeles has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Here's Leonard. Oh, no good. The dry spell continues. Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. And another 3 from Minnesota.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. The T-Wolves on top, leading by 4. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
The passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Marcus Morris out there with Mason Plumlee. And it's Highland in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. It's Edwards on the wing. George defending. And Edwards slams it in.
Looks like they're gaining some confidence here in crunch time.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor.
The Clippers trail. Down low. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Kawhi Leonard's game is just so special. He's so talented at getting to his spots, doing it with patience and poise, and capitalizing. Gobert
passes to Towns. Outside Conley. Shot clock at 6. Back to Towns. Puts up a 3. Offensive rebound. Right side Edwards. Tries again. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
George finds Morris. Here's Highland. To the paint. Kicks it to George. Fires for 3. Look it again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense.
Effortless from Paul George, knocking it down off the good pass.
Pass to Edwards. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. Covington's checked in for Los Angeles. Westbrook comes in for Highland. Here's Leonard. Here's Plumlee. Back to Leonard. Leaps for it. There's the steal. Conley with the ball. Guarded now by George. Conley passes to Gobert. Now here's McDaniels. Launches a 3. Gets the 3 to fall. And the Timberwolves lead by 9. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And all game long, they've been finding blocks. Their focus on strong rim protection has helped stifle the opposing team's offense.
Covington against Towns. Leonard for 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And here's Edwards outside. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. Gobert finds Conley. Let's go with a 3. Covington grabs the board. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Pass to George. From outside the arc. Minnesota with a rebound.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
McDaniels can't hit. The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Here's Plumlee. For 3, Covington. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Minnesota in the lead. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter here. It's Edwards with a drive. Fires the 3. And there's Towns on the assist by Edwards.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
They get it back. Gobert. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. And the Timberwolves lead by 14. Pass to Westbrook. Inside. And the jam by George.
Paul George getting aggressive, showing us some power that time as he's able to get to the rim.
From deep, Conley. Here's Towns. Again, the miss by Towns. The Clippers have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Timberwolves.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
Man, you have to recognize what a night it was for Rudy Gobert.
I like his aggressiveness here tonight, especially on the glass. He was not messing around.
Edwards, the pass to Conley.
Foul Clippers. Paul George. First personal foul.
The first one falls.
They're one of the best leaders in the NBA. This team loves having Mike Conley in their locker room.
We look at all the turnovers. Boy, what a way to drive your coach crazy.
Yeah, your game plan means nothing if your players can't execute.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Kicks it to George. To the inside, Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
I love how active Paul George is right now. He's sharing the ball, he's involving his teammates, and stepping into this nice, comfortable leadership role here tonight.
Edwards for three. Knocks down the triple.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
And he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
So we see the Timberwolves taking